The first card you have your past is the Five of Wands. So if you look at this card, it's so confusing. There's just wands everywhere, people everywhere, jumping around. It's crazy. So I'm seeing what was happening to you at this time was you were trying to find an answer. You were trying to find information. You were trying to find out something. You were feeling really, really frustrated. I'm seeing a lot of distractions around you. I'm seeing obstructions around you in the way of you doing what you wanted to do. There was something you had to finish, I'm seeing. This might be a work-related thing. You're working really hard to finish whatever this was. There's so much energy. You're working so hard. Look at the energy in this card. This was really unfocused energy, though. There's no central point in this card. There's no center point. It's not balanced. It's completely kind of just crazy. You can't see where the center is. It's all just things going on all around. And yes, you couldn't unravel a problem. You couldn't get to the bottom of what you were looking for. I'm not seeing you able to finish whatever this was at this time. It was just very frustrating. It's like you were running around trying to work, but you were getting nowhere because you couldn't find what you were looking for. And I'm seeing that saying needle in a haystack. That's what I'm seeing when I look at this card. It's like crazy. You could not find anything in this mess. That's just what I'm seeing. The next card you have, your past, is the Four of Pentacles. So yes, this frustration was around you at this time. I'm seeing this could have been frustration around your job, something work related or something like that, business related. I always see work or business when I come to your readings. You always have a lot of work or business in your readings. You love work and business and things like that. So yes, I'm repeating myself. So I'm just seeing you feeling a bit stressed that something was going to go wrong to do with your work, and maybe you could have been running around trying to fix things, and you could have been afraid that you were going to lose some money or something like that because of this frustrating situation that was going on. The man in this card, he's holding on very, very, very tightly to these coins. He looks very worried. He looks very uncomfortable. So I'm seeing that you weren't looking at the bigger picture here. You were so focused on what you couldn't find in this mess in the Five of Wands. You weren't recognizing how far you'd actually come. And I'm hearing the expression, the world at your feet. And if you look at this man, he has the city behind him. So it's like he has the world at his feet, but he has his back to it. He can't see what's there. So you have the world at your feet, but you're not looking at the big picture. You're looking at this kind of pinpoint focus, if that makes sense, of what you're trying to look for. But, take a step back and look at how far you've come and look at what you have. You really have a lot going for you. You've achieved so much. But at this time, you're so stressed about whatever this thing was. You're running around, focused on that. The last card you have, your past, is the Knight of Pentacles. So yes, again, if this resonates and you're still going through the situation, try to slow down, try to take your time. If you look at this card, this is a workhorse. He isn't moving. He is moving. He looks like he isn't moving, but he actually is moving. So this is about taking things slowly. Try to take things slowly, one step at a time. Look at everything one step at a time. Instead of running around and not doing anything very efficiently, take your time and look at one thing in front of you at a time. That's all you can do anyway. So if you look at this, he also has a long focus. He can see the big picture. Or just move that up so you can see. So he has a beautiful big scene out in front of him, and he's high up on a hill and he's looking over this beautiful scene. So he can see the big picture. That's what you have to do, to see the big picture if you're still going through this. This is in your past. The first card you have for your future is the Page of Wands. So I'm seeing things starting here. I'm seeing the start of things, but I'm seeing maybe not getting around to finishing whatever these things are. And this is probably, I'm seeing you have a lot of energy around you with this Wands, but I'm seeing that in your past, maybe you had a lot of projects you started, maybe you didn't finish them. And this could be the perfect time for you to finish these projects because of this energy that you have. So I am seeing a lot of things that you've left that you haven't actually finished. And yes, again, this is the good time to do that, to revisit some of these things. With this card, I'm also seeing newness again. I'm seeing a love situation. I'm seeing a love situation where one person looks up to the other person or sees the other as having more life experience. This is a card of, when you look at pages, they're all younger, but if you look at this page, he's looking up to the top of this wand, if you can see that beneath that flower there. So he's looking up. So one person in this situation or this relationship looks up to the other person. So this isn't a bad thing. This is fine. This can be okay. And I'm seeing love in the early stages. Again, I'm seeing newness with this card. One person's looking up to the other person again. And there could be an age difference maybe, or it might just be a life experience difference here. This is either the start of the relationship, or you could be going through a fresh start with someone who you're already with. But I am seeing newness, definitely. So the next card you have here present is the Knight of Wands. So yes, again, I'm seeing this is about this love situation. One person in this situation, okay, so one person's more of a risk taker. They're a bit wilder than the other person. I'm seeing this isn't you. This is about the other person. This is the person you're dealing with. So you have someone who's a little bit wilder than you, not crazy wild, but they just like to, they have a lot more energy. They have a lot more running around. They just go and do things. They just go ahead and do things. So sometimes you admire this about this person. I'm seeing there are other times that you're a little bit afraid of this person. This person just goes with the flow. They just do things. They're very open as well. So this might be what you're afraid of, the way that they're so open. They talk openly about things. They speak honestly about things. Now, maybe they might run off their mouth a bit. They might like to say things that you like to keep private. What I'm seeing here is you're the knight and they're the horse. I'm not seeing you're trying to control them, but I'm seeing that you're trying to steer this person in the right direction. That's what I'm seeing. You're just very, very different people. You're well organized. They're not. They just rush in and do things. But, you know, you're attracted to each other. Opposites attract. Opposites attract. That's what I'm seeing with this card. The last card you have here present is the Knight. Sorry, not the Knight. The Nine, because I'm looking at this Knight again. The Nine of Cups. So, yes, this card can be about a lot of different things. It can be positive, it can be negative as well. It can be about a smug person, it can be about a shady person. What I'm seeing here is this is about people being attracted to you and seeing their wishes being fulfilled. So people see you as someone that they can talk to, someone they can look up to. Again, I'm seeing not just this person in the Knight of Wands looks up to you, other people do as well. They see you as someone who they can come to and talk about their ambitions, about the things they want to do in their lives. That's what I'm seeing. A lot of people come to you with questions. They might be asking you for advice, things like that. They see you as someone who can... Yes, you have a lot of emotional intelligence. You're able to give these people advice, not just friends, people in the workplace, all sorts of people see you as someone that they can look to for help, look to for advice, look to for someone who can lift them up out of the situation they're in into a new situation. That's what I'm seeing with this Nine of Cups. So the first card you have in your future is the World. So yes, look at this. Opposites attract. This is about two things coming together as a whole. It's about, you know, the world, happiness with this person in the Page of Wands I'm seeing. And you're complementing each other. You're complementing each other. This is a very symmetrical card. I'm seeing this complementing. I'm also seeing one of you as a teacher and the other one as a learner. But you're also going to be learning from each other. You're also going to be learning different things. You have a lot to learn from each other. And even though this person's going to be frustrating you at times because they're going to be running off the rails a little bit, I'm seeing you're still going to love their energy. You're going to keep on admiring their energy. So there are good and bad sides to this huge energy that they have. They're also a very fast learner, so the things that you have to show them, they're going to be very quick to pick up whatever these things are. The next card you have in your future is Temperance. So yes, again, this is about blending, opposites blending, becoming one. I'm also seeing a lot of spirituality with this card, and I'm seeing spiritual teaching as well, in the way of teaching by example. This is kind of reflecting the Nine of Cups, because people see you as kind of almost a spiritual teacher. That's what I'm seeing. I hope that makes sense. You might not be doing this in your job, you might be, but people see you as someone who's spiritually in control of things, in control of yourself, and someone who's lifted yourself up from one situation into another one. The Temperance card can sometimes be about alchemy, changing one situation into another one. And I'm seeing that people can see that you've done that with yourself, and they can see you, they see you as someone, and they're going to still see you in the future as someone who can also lift them up out of their situation. So I am seeing a lot of people coming to you for advice, or just watching what you're doing and looking at that and thinking, well, how can I do that? Learning from example. That's what I'm seeing in that card. The last card you have in future is the King of Wands. So yes, I'm seeing by now you will have solved this problem in the Five of Wands. You would have either found this needle in a haystack, or you've gotten over this problem somehow. You're not going to be chasing your tail anymore. That's what I'm seeing, because I'm just looking at this lizard behind this King of Wands. There's a lizard behind his head chasing its tail in that yellow kind of background behind him. And you're not going to be doing that anymore. You're not going to be running around chasing your tail. You're going to be a lot more stable at this time. I'm also seeing there could be a problem coming up in your workplace, or something around something work related. I'm actually seeing a person. This person might be making some mistakes, or maybe they're not going to be up to the standard that they should be, or something like that. This is someone who works with you, or works with something you're doing, or something like that. I'm seeing you're going to have to try, really make an effort to be patient around this person, because I'm seeing you being tempted to lose your temper a bit. That sounds funny, doesn't it? Being tempted to lose your temper. But you know what I'm trying to say. So that's also in the Temperance card. The Temperance card can be about keeping your balance, tempering yourself, not losing your temper. It can be about that as well. Usually you can be, you're usually quite a calm person. You don't normally lose your temper. So this indicates to me that this could be quite a serious thing, whatever this is, quite an important thing. But I'm not seeing that this person's done anything intentionally. So yes, if this resonates, try to be patient with this person. Just try to hold your temper around this person. So yes, Capricorn, I hope this resonated. General readings can't always resonate with everyone, as I always say, but again, if you like this reading, please like or subscribe, or leave a comment if you'd like to. Thank you so much for watching.